Alrighty guys, my top 7 tips for Instagram to help your Instagram flourish and grow. Let's go. Alrighty guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jeremy Merrin. For those of you who don't know who I am or are new to the channel, welcome. In addition to my scootering content, I'm also going to be doing content like this, informative content to help you guys grow and become more successful on social media and a bunch of other topics. So that's going to be our Wednesday video from now on. It's going to be something like this, face to face with the camera. So I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to have scootering content on Monday, this sort of content on Wednesday, then something else on Friday. But anyway, what's today's video about? It is about Instagram and how you can grow your Instagram and flourish. It's specifically my 7 tips to help you grow and flourish your Instagram, to get the best out of social media and help you guys grow. All right, let's get into it. Tip number 1, provide value on your Instagram page. First of all, I'd like to start off by saying that it's great if you have an Instagram page that is stuck to one theme. Like if you follow my Instagram, and you should be, I'll leave it up here, you'll know that my Instagram page is structured around scootering. And that's the only thing I post on my Instagram page. I keep it organized. It's all just my scooter content, and that's the way it should be. Very structured, have a theme, so people understand when they come over what they're getting themselves into. Also, what I mean by about providing value is give them some sort of incentive to follow you. You can do this via entertainment, inspiration, motivation, or any form of like progressing, which is what I use as my value tool for my Instagram. Is my whole page is based around my progression since coming back to scooters, and that's what people have followed along with. They've followed along with my journey, and I've always progressed. And I've always tried to help others progress as well. Using myself as a progression tool, I motivate others through my own Instagram and try to help them progress with theirs. So that's the value I offer. So tip number 1 is have a structured page. Have a theme, pick a niche market that you want to go into, and make sure that you are providing some sort of value for the consumer always. That should be always in the forefront of your mind, and it is the most important thing. Alrighty guys, we'll move on. Okay, so tip number 2 is educate yourself on the Instagram algorithm and the Instagram analytics page. If you don't have an analytics page, it's because you don't have a business account. I suggest you make your account on Instagram business, because you'll be able to see all the stats, see when the best times are to post, and it'll just give you an overall estimate of numbers that you can go off to help your Instagram page grow. As far as the algorithm goes, that is totally out of your control, but if you educate yourself on the Instagram algorithm, it will help you to be able to push your posts more. The more you know about the algorithm, or the more you know about how Instagram actually works, the better off your posts will be and the more people they will reach. Because obviously at the end of the day, to become a successful Instagrammer, you need to be able to reach the most amount of people. You need to be able to push your content to the most amount of people, and becoming best friends with the algorithm is going to help you do so. So I suggest you educate yourself on the Instagram algorithm and the analytics page. Change your profile to a business profile and start learning about that. If you want me to do a video on the algorithm and the analytics page, just let me know down below in the comments, and I'll be happy to do that in a couple of weeks time if people are interested in it. But yeah, tip number 2, familiarize yourself with the Instagram algorithm and the analytics page, and that way you will know exactly who's watching your videos, where they're from, and there's so much in there. So yeah, go and definitely get on top of that and educate yourself on that. All right, moving on. Tip number 3. This is a very, very important tip. It is engaging with other people on the platform. So I see a lot of Instagrammers, they want a lot of attention to their page, but they're not willing to give any attention to anyone else. Instagram is a platform where people network with each other and you build human relationships. So the best way to grow an Instagram page is by engaging with other people's content. So go out of your way to go comment on other people's stuff, make friends, follow other people, and overall it will help you grow. So the best ways the best tips I can give you to do that is by using the hashtags. I myself spend about 40 minutes to an hour a day going through hashtags, popular hashtags in my niche, and finding other people's content and commenting on it. I generally enjoy watching other people's content in my niche, so that helps as well. So go into the hashtags, find other people's content, comment on it, follow people, create a network of people. Like really get out there. The more you put in, the more you get back. It's not just sit back and get famous. It's not all about that. You really got to go out there, reach other people, comment on their stuff. They'll comment on your stuff. It works vice versa. So go out there, engage with people. Instagram is an engagement platform. That's what it's for. It's to network with people. So yeah, go out and engage with other people. Tip number 4, create a posting schedule. It is very important for people to know when you're going to post and how often you're going to post. So I suggest creating a posting schedule. I did this for myself and it helped immensely with growing my Instagram page. For about 3 months or so, I posted daily on my Instagram every night at 6 p.m. The reason I posted at 6 p.m. is referring back to tip number 2, I think it was, with the analytics and stuff. It tells me when people are online the most and what days, so I used that and posted every single day at the same time so people knew that I was going to be on Instagram at that time and they would come and engage with my content. But yes, nonetheless, create a posting schedule and stay ahead of yourself. Get as much content as you possibly can, and I suggest to post a minimum of at least 3 times a week. At least 3 times a week is good. Any less than that and it's going to be a struggle. Remember, the more you post and the better content you post, the more followers and engagement you're going to get. So create a posting schedule for yourself, be organized, and yeah, that's tip number 4. Definitely create a posting schedule for sure. Tip number 5, engage with your following. Create some sort of engagement link with your following so you can always get people commenting on your stuff. Give them an incentive to comment on your stuff. Give them an incentive to like your post. I do this by the magical captions. Seriously, captions are the best. You can ask questions and you should be asking your audience questions. Get them to respond. Create some sort of engagement link between you and the followers. You need to ask questions. It can be anything, like ask anything you like, but make sure you're asking some sort of questions and give engaging captions. Like, captions are the number one thing that have helped me grow my Instagram and grow my engagement rate. I have an engagement rate of about 17% on my Instagram, which is great for how many followers I have, which is excellent. I did that via captions, all of it via captions, which was great. So yeah, tip number 5, get your followers engaged with your content and engage back with your followers. You can also use your story. I used my story a lot for engagement. I actually, if people follow me, you'll know that I talk to my story a lot. It makes it more personal, makes it more friendly. I'm more approachable because I can talk to the audience easier, which is good. I don't just post photos or writing. I engage with my audience, which lets them know that they can come over to my page and comment. The next thing about engaging with your followers, after you get the engagement, you need to respond to the engagement. Make sure you're replying to all your comments and all your DMs. I can't stress how important it is to reply to your comments. People are going out of their way to comment on your content, so at least have the decency to give them a reply. Like their comment. If you get a bunch of comments and you can't reply to them all, okay, at least go through and like them, or make your best efforts to reply to the people that have taken time out of their day to respond to your content or your question. Alrighty guys, almost done. We're at tip number 6. Tip number 6 is content, content, content. Obviously, Instagram is a creative platform for people to express themselves and push out content. So make sure your content is good, make sure your content is valuable, of high quality. So my best tips for you guys to create good content is 2 things. Learning how to edit videos and learning how to edit photos. I use Photoshop for my photos and that helps me enhance colors and make them more visually pleasing to the audience when I post them. Also, learning how to edit videos has been amazing for me as well, creating good quality videos, because Instagram is starting to move more away from photos and into more video sort of stuff. So learning how to edit is going to help you massively. Remember to post good quality content. So the way we do this is make sure it's filmed well. If you're making videos, make sure it's filmed well. If you're taking photos, make sure the photos are of high quality. And any iPhone these days has great quality. So you can use an iPhone to take your photos and videos, and both. You can use iMovie to edit them, and you can use Photoshop on your phone to edit the photos. But bring out lots of color, make sure they look good, and yeah, overall, just make sure the quality of your content is good. Also, to do with your content to help your Instagram grow and flourish, you need to learn about covers and thumbnails. So they're both the same thing, but obviously when you're going to post a video, a little bar will come up at the bottom that says like cover, and you get to choose somewhere in between where the video, like somewhere in between the video where you want it to stick, and that will be your thumbnail. So getting good at making good covers and thumbnails is great for Instagram. If you follow my Instagram, you'll know that a lot of my covers have my pink helmet in it. It's bright, people look at it, they're like, oh, what's that? So they click on it. So if you do everything else right and learn about the algorithm, when your posts get into the explore page and you have a great thumbnail, people are more enticed to click on it. I suggest using clear clear thumbnails, so find a part of the video that's not blurry and something that looks enticing. Obviously in our industry, scooting, bright colors help, and also when people are about to stack, I click on a lot of videos where I think people are gonna stack and land on their head or something. I see that in the explore page, I click on it straight away. So make sure your thumbnail is good. Make it so when people see it, they're like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen there. You know, so make sure you got your cover game and thumbnail game on point, and that's gonna help you grow your content. So once it moves to the explore page, people will see it and click on it. If you want more information about thumbnails and covers and stuff, just let me know. I'll happily talk to you about it. It's not clickbaiting. Clickbaiting is when you put something in the video that is not relevant to the video. So if you just put like a broken wheel or something, I see a lot of people do that in our industry, put a broken wheel or something like that. That's clickbaiting. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about an enticing cover photo that's already in your video, or creating one whilst filming the video will help as well. So yeah, covers, thumbnails, excellent, good content. Yeah, overall, that's good. Last but not least is tip number 7, guys. Be patient, but most of all, be consistent. I have managed to grow my Instagram from 0 to 10,000 followers in 1 year. I did this by being consistent. I put in the work, I put in the content, and that's exactly what you guys are gonna have to do too. There's no bypassing that. You need to stay consistent. Whatever schedule you decide to set up, or whichever way you choose to go about it, make sure you're consistent. The more you post, the better off you're gonna be, and just make sure when you're posting content, it stays consistent with the theme of your page. And yeah, overall, just be patient and enjoy the process. Don't worry so much if it's not growing as fast as you want it to, but just enjoy it. Enjoy the content you're filming, make it valuable, and that's it. Like, if you can do that, guys, most likely people will be more enticed to follow you. That's exactly what I've done, and in my experience, this has worked to a T. So yeah, be patient, be consistent, and that's it for the 7 tips, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like, I had lots of fun making this video, and if you want more like this, just leave a comment down below. The next video I'm doing next Wednesday will be the 5 don'ts of Instagram. There's 5 things that you don't want to do on Instagram, and I'm going to explain those 2 for you next Wednesday, so hopefully you stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video, guys, and subscribe, and if you like the video, share it, and until next time, guys, I'll see you then.